everybody. So I'm really excited. This is the start of Disney Scares Month. This is, I'm sure you've all been waiting for. It's my third annual Disney Scares Month. So if you're wondering, why isn't she talking about Watcher in the Woods? I already talked about that 2 years ago. So I'll put a link in the description section of all of the movies that I've talked about for Disney Scares Month. And we're going to do it the whole month of October. Really fun movies. And we're going to start with, I would say, a little bit of a hidden gem. We're going to be talking about the Disney Channel original movie, Don't Look Under the Bed. And honestly, I think if I had seen this before this week, I would have probably included it in my top 100 TV movie ranking. I thought it was really solid. This premiered in 1999, and Don't Look Under the Bed, and on Disney Channel. And it's a pretty well done story.
I think you're being framed. It was the boogeyman.
I do not have an imaginary friend.
Don't Look Under the Bed starts now.
This is an original idea, original movie, and it is about this girl named Frances who starts high school early. She's like a year ahead, and all of these strange things start happening, which are really fun to kind of follow and see and try to figure out what's going on, what's happening. I thought they built up sort of the spookiness really well. And you have these dogs that are all of a sudden on roofs. And then there's all of these pranks that start happening with eggs on the principal's car. There's Jell-O in the pool. There's all kinds of these that sort of look like pranks, and she can't figure it out. Well, she meets this guy named Larry Houdini, who's played by Ty Hodges the second, Eric Ty Hodges, and he's an African-American character, and he's kind of goofy and silly, and he's kind of following her, but not everybody can see him, and so she doesn't understand what's going on. Well, it turns out he is an imaginary friend, and the take here is that imaginary friends, if people stop believing in them and seeing them too soon, they turn into these evil characters called the Boogeymans. And the Boogeymans live in the world underneath people's beds, which is pretty creative, I think, and pretty fun. And I thought they did a good job with the makeup and stuff, and making this creepy boogeyman, with these long fingernails and stuff. And what happened with Frances is that she had, not only is she going to school high school a year early, but she also has a little brother named Darwin, and Darwin had cancer. And so that was really traumatic, and it caused Frances to grow up too fast, and so that's where you get sort of this story, and her behavior kind of impacted Darwin's behavior, which then created Larry, and Larry is in danger of becoming a boogeyman, and so there's sort of that whole thing, and at a certain point they get sort of lost in the boogeyman world, which was really creative, I thought, and really well done. And I thought that all the acting was pretty solid. Erin Chambers is good as this lead. She can't figure out what is going on, and why, she's getting all this blame for it because people think she did it. And I liked Ty as Larry. He was funny. He was sweet. I thought the two of them had pretty good chemistry. And I found out in listening to an interview that I guess the kiss at the end of this movie between Erin Chambers and Ty Hodges, between Frances and Larry, was the first biracial kiss on the Disney Channel. So that's pretty cool. And this is just it's not too scary. It has funny parts, but there's definitely some scary parts. Like I said, the boogeyman can be pretty scary, and they do some pretty good creating atmosphere and tone. But it not being too scary. I think most kids can handle this fine. But I think it did get a PG or maybe even PG-13 rating because of some of the scares. So it just depends on the maturity of, I guess when it originally aired, they actually put in like a title card before this might not be appropriate for all viewers, all children. So it just depends on what kind of scares and stuff your kids can tolerate. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done, really well executed. It had, like I said, good atmosphere, good tone, which is what you want in these kind of fun, scary movies. And I thought the lore was pretty creative. I thought the idea of sort of that imaginary friends become the boogeyman is kind of clever. I like that. It was good. There we go. That's my thoughts. Don't look under the bed. Let me know if you've seen this one, what you thought. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye.